All right, everybody. Welcome back to the...
No, dude, go for it.
No,
do it.
No, I can't.
Please.
All right. Are we doing this?
We're doing this.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Boulderboys.show episode number 69.
64.
Oh, sorry, Seth.
So close.
We're
So close.
inching there.
It's every day, every episode 69 for Moy.
In my mind.
What?
I got nervous saying the intro because normally it's you.
I know. It's nerve-wracking, isn't it?
Wow.
You did great.
Yeah.
Did I though?
I mean, you got the episode number wrong, which is like kind of your only job.
It's like half of the job.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did great. Yeah, we're coming at you from the holiday corner. Again, go to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you can see that there's 4 of us here and we're missing one person. Adam will join us shortly.
Adam's on dad duty.
He's on dad duty.
Bath time. So
It's bath time. We rudely interrupted bath time with this podcast. But
he's got his priorities straight, which is
true.
You know.
Yeah, I agree.
It's true.
Yeah. Who's next though? It's like he's giving you a bath after?
Whoa.
Full rotation. Each of us.
Yeah.
One at a time, you know.
We're all soaking.
Like we said, he has his priorities straight.
And this episode is brought to you by Epsom salt.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
speaking of Adam, turned 35 yesterday, so send him some love.
Yeah. Send Adam some love. Happy
Hey.
birthday.
Yes.
Um,
Arriving to the prime age.
I have
Such a great year.
Welcome to your master's years.
yeah.
Is this master category?
I don't know.
Whatever.
It feels like it.
But is
Is
it
it?
actually master's category?
I don't know.
35?
Is it 40?
It may be. Well, I think in track it's like 30.
Really?
I think so.
I think we're all
could be wrong.
Yeah, we're all masters in
We're
track.
all
Probably 30,
masters.
35, 40. It's all
Huh.
the same.
The thing about trail running or like ultra running specifically that's so weird is like it's such a kind of like mid-30s sport anyway.
True.
Like people like Debo and people still say we're young. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel kind of
Well,
like I feel like we're kind of like getting into our
Very
elder
young.
years. I feel old, man.
I ran into Tony today at Rafa.
Yeah.
Anton, and Tony was basically just like, we were talking about something, and I was like, oh, I've been dealing with some injuries, and I was asking what I was dealing with. And I'm pretty sure he thought I was like 26.
Yeah.
And then I told him I was 33, and he was like, oh no.
Oh, no.
He's like, that'll heal. Oh, you're 33?
Yeah.
Dude,
And I was
good
like,
luck.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, ooh, you're cooked.
That's
No,
so funny.
no. I mean,
How
you know,
cynical, man.
I think it's a mindset. It's a mindset. I mean, you have people like Ludo,
Mhm.
you know, 50 years old, and he's like dancing in an island right now, or like winning a race another weekend.
Yep.
And then you also have like Debo, who like turned 35, and for him it was over. You know, it's like no, it's not. Like now he's gonna come back this year, but I think it's just a mindset.
Yeah.
You
We're
have
gonna-
like
But like we said on the last pod, we're gonna have the second coming of Dylan Bowman.
Yes.
Yeah, Hard Rock, and then it's gonna set off his second chapter of
Yeah.
professional running.
that would be such a comeback.
It'd be incredible.
Dude, I would be the like one of the happiest people in the world if he comes rolling by me at a race. Like late into the race, just like, oh, who's back there? Debo. Long shorts and everything.
It'd be incredible.
Crazy.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
So awesome.
We're cheering for him.
Okay, but what would be the master's age in trail running?
Whatever Ludo is, 50?
50?
No, probably 40. I think about 40.
40,
I would say
feels-
45.
feels
45 is a good
masters.
one. If we
'Cause I
could
feel like-
if we
because
can
I
make
feel
like a
like-
real masters.
Because I feel like at like 40, 41,
Mhm.
you can still compete.
Oh yeah.
At
I mean, look,
the
Courtney.
exactly like the tippy top
For real.
For sure.
of the sport.
I think yeah.
And especially in like big mountain
Yes.
ultras,
Yeah.
100 miles.
Yeah.
plus.
It does seem like the short trail still falls a little bit
For
in
sure.
line with track.
I mean, I'm kind of feeling like a masters when I run 50Ks these days.
like all the young kids out here.
I know,
Yeah.
dude. It's weird because I've been signing up for some races this year, and I'm looking at the start list, and most of my races are 50Ks, and yeah, I don't recognize many of these names. It's all these young guns coming
Dude,
out.
and they're gonna be
It's crazy. I know.
Yeah. The problem is Matt's faster.
Good thing
The thing-
Ryan's
the thing
so
is,
freaking
We're,
fast.
we're gonna call you the professor because you're taking all these kids
my
to school,
God.
man.
Oh, you
These
like the
50Ks.
professor like and one.
Yes.
That guy, the guy
Yeah,
who-
yeah,
who,
yeah.
like, so
Yeah.
good with the basketball.
Yeah, that's
you
Matt
are
out
the
here.
professor. I agree with you, but also I think it's like so individual and personal.
Mhm.
100%.
I personally feel like I'm like arriving to what it would be my peak of mental strength and fitness and like training capacity actually.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I had my peak in my mid 20s at all. Like by no means. I also didn't start too early. So like that allows me to be like undercooked.
Yeah. So you're
For a while.
a little more aerobically developed now too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I feel like I'm like 35 and I am like, oh wow, I actually feel stronger. I'm peaking and I'm like getting better every year and I'm improving my times every year on climbs and stuff. Well, but maybe for some people, 35 is like it's over. But then we have great examples. Like I think maybe Mathieu Blanchard, he peaked at like 37. That's when he was crashing UTMB for the first time. So it's like, dude, like it's so relative. It's like so individual.
Yeah.
And I mean, my comment about me feeling like masters at a 50K was actually a bit of a joke.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, to your point, Moya, like I started running more seriously when I was probably in my like mid 20s.
Yeah.
And I'm like running workouts far faster now than I ever was, 10 years ago.
100%.
Which I think is awesome. And it's like, it's so fun to be 10 years in at this chapter of my life and be like, oh, like actually the numbers are just like continue getting better. Which is really cool.
Yeah. I think the only feeling I have, because like same, like I'm much better at running than I used to be. The only feeling I have that makes me feel sometimes old is like I can start to picture like the end of it, like I can start to feel like, I don't know, when you're 25 and you sign the first like pro contract, you're like, oh, I have the rest of my life, and then now I feel like I can like see like, okay, like how many more years do I feel like I have left to like do this, and like obviously it could be longer. I don't know if like I want it to be that much longer personally, but like that's the only thing that makes me feel old is when I feel like my running career is like running short on time, I think.
And that also seems like something that just from the outside and that Ludo has done a really good job. Like it just seems like that dude is having so much fun still.
It's true.
He just officially quit his day job like last year.
No way.
Wait, what? Wasn't he like a doctor or something? Or is that somebody else?
Maybe, no, air traffic controller.
Oh wait,
At
really?
Geneva.
No way.
Yeah. So
That's
he
a
like
stressful job.
That's crazy.
that's why he's like freaking happy with like for races for him are like an easy problem to solve. Like, and he just quit like last year for the first like for real.
He retired because he's 50.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Isn't that at least in the U.S. air traffic control retirement age is like 50 something?
I mean,
It's young.
So Ludo probably just retired.
He had a normal retirement. Yikes.
But like, yeah, like all of the things until like last year, I think it was 23, 24 or 25. I don't remember. Don't quote me on any of this. Maybe I'm making it up. But I think he quit his job like now. And like now, like he's like quote unquote running professionally for the first time at like 49, 50.
Yeah.
So
He's got the results to start a professional career, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think he could get signed.
I think you get signed by somebody.
Yeah.
I think
I'm gonna pick him up.
Yeah.
I do.
Are we going to sponsor him?
I do
That'd be
believe that
crazy.
he was the first Hawk athlete ever.
I don't doubt that.
Because
for a
of
second.
age.
Yeah, because he was friend with the founders.
Founders.
Mm.
So like he actually was testing like
Gotcha.
He was like 20 years old and
the bummer is like I bet that they didn't give him some stock options at that point. Because that would be worth
Yeah.
a good amount of money right now.
well, they
Dude.
lost a lot of money like giving Carl Metzler a shoe.
Do you think so?
The speed goat?
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah.
I thought
'cause he
people
gets
like that
royalties on
shoe.
that. Yeah, but
He gets royalties on
He
that?
gets royalties on it. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on
That shoe is named after
But
Carl
I'm pretty
Metzler
sure,
and
like,
not just after like
just
a fast goat.
A ridiculous amount of money is going to Carl.
But
Metzler
that is
instead of
good.
Hoka.
But that is not a bad thing. That's how it's in skateboarding.
Oh, I agree, but
Is it actually?
And it's
I cannot
Wait,
wait to
really?
have a Seth's shoe to get royalties.
well, North Face did a Rob Clark shoe.
I remember
I
that.
don't know if he
I
got
like that shoe.
royalties.
I don't know.
The only problem is like the shoe has to continue to be made version after version, which is like the Speed Goat is probably one of the best Hoka shoes, and it has like Speed Goat what now, like 27.
probably 10.
It's like the
Maybe around 10.
Cascadia basically from Brooks, but
Yeah.
because like North Face did this shoe with a rope car, but they only did one edition.
Mm.
Yeah, it didn't quite land back in the day.
I really like that shoe though.
I did too. I bought a few
Simple.
pairs. Anyway, I will say, since Adam's not here and we're talking about this all started because he turned 35, I do think Adam's coming into also a type of prime.
There he is.
There he is. We're talking about him.
This is Adam's song now.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, so
talking about
this
how-
is the AI generated overview. So, somebody's going to have to fact check us. But the first U.S. sponsored athlete for Hoka was Carl Meltzer.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Though Hoka also engaged early with elite French trail runners like Ludovic Pommard,
Wow.
and eventually signed athletes like Alafine and Jan Frodeno.
Oh,
And now
some age group dude, Jan Ferdinand. Crazy.
we're talking about age.
We're talking about age.
And
We were talking about how you
basically
turned 35.
Yes.
Dude, I joined the club. I feel like 35 is like, maybe it's all in my mind, but it's like you're like 34. It's kind of like, oh, you're on like the like earlier side of 30s,
Early 30s.
early 30s,
Now you're
kinda,
yeah.
but it is mid 30s.
Yeah.
Technically, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I feel like more the realization I had is like, man, it's less about age and more about like life stage.
Mhm.
Like I have 2 kids. I was just thinking like Christian Allen, 4 kids, and he's what, 29 or 30, he probably can empathize with like, dude, tired on my birthday,
Oh yeah.
Chasing
I
kids.
can't
I think
imagine.
Arthur woke up at like 5:30. It's just like,
Yeah.
it's really cool. But I don't know. I feel like Moy, you said it feels good, being 35. I feel the same today,
Yeah.
Feel pretty good.
That's good, man. That's what you want to feel.
Let's
Good.
see how he feels after his workout tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah, with that wind, dude.
Dude,
I don't know.
It's
you going to the treadmill?
I don't know, dude.
Character building, dude.
What's the move?
Definitely.
the movie's
Wait,
like
into
weight
the
vest.
Headwind.
Point to point.
yeah.
Weight vest so you don't fly away.
Yeah.
Uber back from like Kansas or something.
I probably will go to 24-hour fitness.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, this won't be out, but line up at 24-hour tomorrow morning if you want to see Adam in real life.
Oh, yeah. Right. Well, everyone will miss it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm always surprised there's not more people at 24-hour on tough weather days. Speaks to the character of Boulderites,
It's just such a nice gym,
So nice.
Dude, it
You
is.
a North
Okay.
Boulder Rec Center guy?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's like 2 treadmills in
He's
the
like
North Boulder Rec.
against 24-hour fitness.
Really?
He like signed a petition to like remove them from Boulder and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not true.
I've never been.
No,
The
kidding.
best stories come from the sauna at 24-hour fitness.
Yeah.
That is
A
true.
wild place.
North Boulder Rec Center has one too, right?
Also a
sauna?
wild place.
Okay. My dad goes there.
People get so
I
chatty.
cannot wait to
Run into him.
run into Oz at the
Oh,
That
my
would be
goodness.
awesome. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
But people get so chatty in saunas. This is a segue though. You were gonna say something.
No. I hate when people talk in saunas. I like
listening.
put headphones on so I don't have to talk.
I don't want to kill my AirPods. I like listening too.
You like listening? Do you engage?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I engage. No, I don't have time for engaging.
I feel
Yeah.
like saunas in Boulder are just a fucking caricature
Mm.
of Boulder.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
For sure.
Dude, at the 24-hour, every once in a while, there's some dude doing like crunches just on the like wet, sloppy floor,
No.
like bare back on it.
Dude.
What?
It's not the move.
Is
Yeah.
it really?
I think I
Yeah.
know that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you 24-hour fitness is also, it's like all the kind of gym bros like go in there like
Dude,
with full
yeah.
like their like shoes on.
Yep.
weightlifting
100%.
setups. They like kind of like pace around.
Yeah. And they're like, I was listening to
North
Joe.
Boulder is more like, you're gonna run into like 2 therapists talking about like how they
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah.
More refined
you
clientele.
Yeah.
A mom who introduces herself using her nature name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell
That's
yeah.
a little bit more of the
A nature name.
the vibe.
What is?
I don't know
is
what that
your
is.
nature name?
Great question. What's your nature name?
Melon.
No one.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
Yeah. Sweet.
I don't even know what a nature name is. It's like
nailed
a,
it.
it's
You
like a
nailed it.
fruit.
Go on.
Well, I feel like Sasha's would be like Fern.
Yeah.
You know?
Aspen or
What would you be like? like a Minnesota nature thing.
Pasty.
River.
River. Lake.
Tumbleweed.
I don't know, dude.
I once
Mosquito.
yeah.
What would be your from Monterrey?
Oh man, I don't even know.
Dude.
Do I feel,
Something from the sea.
yeah, I feel like you're like a
Yeah,
shark
but
or
like
something.
pine cone.
A pine cone. I got called a blade of grass once.
A what?
I got called a blade of grass once. So
That's yours.
probably
I
just
don't know
some
what that
grass.
Where
Yeah.
are you from?
Did you take that
Texas?
as a compliment or a
Texas.
In this setting, it was kind of funny, actually. I don't know. It wasn't a compliment. Definitely. Yeah.
Hey, grass, such a good wheat. And grass is resilient as shit.
Super resilient.
Super resilient. You cut that.
everybody
you cut
loves
like
it.
every
Yeah.
few days.
I'm
and
like,
it just keeps coming back.
Yeah. Yeah. Not to get down this rabbit hole too much, but
What are we talking
yeah. Oh man.
We do have topics.
We do have topics.
A lot of topics.
This
All
is
right.
the intro, and also, yeah, like if you have ideas of nature name for us, drop them in the comments.
Drop our nature names in the comments.
Yeah,
That's
I
great.
would like
Or
to.
show up at the sauna, you know,
And let
just,
us
just let us know.
Yeah, no, I think drop a comment.
Oh my, oh my goodness. All right, I'll just rip through some of these in no particular order. We have notes, which is crazy. Dude, big news from last time. Caleb turned down his Hard Rock spot.
What?
Yeah, it was actually, I felt really dumb because I posted the episode like the next day after it was like breaking news, like
Oh, yeah.
Caleb Olson turned down his Hard Rock spot, and like I was about to post an episode that said he was in Hard Rock, but
On him for not telling us.
yeah, I mean we were talking about this a little bit last night, like with him going to Hard Rock, no, going to UTMB, like the U.S. sort of like contingent at UTMB is pretty heavy this year.
Yeah, let's start naming.
Yeah.
Guys just focusing on UTMB.
Yeah.
Which is pretty
And we're talking
different.
about male athletes, because Hard Rock ladies race is gonna
Fire.
be insane.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna be there for the women's race for
yeah,
sure.
For sure. Yeah. Hey, women race, Hard Rock.
Yeah,
It feels like American men's are like going
UTMB.
crossing the lake and going to UTMB. So we have Caleb,
Rod,
Rod,
Hayden.
Hayden,
Drew.
Drew,
Chris.
Chris.
Myers. Moy.
What is this?
South America, you know.
What's your
American.
American.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Where's my passport?
Yeah.
Um,
Is that it?
I bet there's more,
We
but
still
this,
don't know about Jim, you know?
I think he's gonna do Western.
Yeah, I would assume so.
So
I bet
it's,
you'll do the double.
it's crazy how polarized is going to be like Western and UTMB,
Yeah.
because Western also is gonna be crazy.
Yeah. And I would say like I feel like Western has a good like actually maybe this isn't true. I was gonna say a good Euro contingent this year in the men's side, which isn't always. You know? Like there's Killian, we have Fran, we have is Tom coming back? No, he's going to Hard Rock.
Tommy's going to Hard Rock.
Yeah, okay, so maybe just two. Just two.
That's
Well,
enough.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if like, is it Simon gets in again?
Yeah.
I think him and Jim will probably do the same race.
Yeah,
Jim
yeah.
did.
And I know Vincent wants in.
Vincent, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there could be a big European contingent.
Were you guys surprised to see that both M1 and M2 are turning down their return slot at Western States? Chris and Caleb.
I wasn't so surprised from Caleb's. I was definitely a bit surprised from Chris.
Say more.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I do think Caleb is correct in that if you want to focus on UTMB, it's in your best interest not to do states. And I feel like he won Western States. And obviously, like you could be like, oh, well, you should go back because like
Jim wasn't
there. But at the end of the day, it's like he still won. And so maybe, yeah, I guess you move on to UTMB. That makes sense to me. Chris is like interesting to me because he got second and it was like such a big result that like if I were Chris, I might be like, I want to try to go for the dub. But then also like maybe you're in the same situation where it's like, oh, if I could go for the the win, or I could like bomb it and get top. Nothing.
I mean, he's got Killian's number at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can't. That's a good point. If you beat Killian once, you don't race him
Keep
again.
the record 1-0.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another approach. You can just avoid racing Killian and say Killian never beat me.
Yeah.
Forever. Hey, write a book about it.
Here's the interesting thing is that like that is very common for European athletes. That they'll like come race Western States once.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them will do very well, and then be like, "Cool, did it." Like moving on.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
it, be like,
Horrible, hard,
horrible
dry,
experience.
hot. I'm out.
But I feel like, like people grow old around Western States on
Yeah.
the American side. Like
Yeah.
people go back year after year after year.
Yeah.
Because it has such a hold, like an emotional hold on our sport here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's just like interesting to see that, and it's like kind of cool that both Caleb and Chris were just kind of like, hey, I did that. Like, I want to focus on other things this year.
Yeah, I think one thing too, maybe similar to your experience, like they both had done states already, like the year before.
That's a good
So
point.
it's not like their first states and they pop off. It was like,
That's so true.
Caleb like
They both went top 10 the year before.
qualified. Chris maybe had been trying to qualified, run your first states, then come back, have an amazing day. And it's like, I don't know, like I think Rod was talking about this. It's just like the way that the Western states like training lead up is like very specific. And if
Mhm.
you've been on that like treadmill, metaphorically speaking, for a while,
Yeah.
maybe it's like,
Sometimes actually on a
I'm going
treadmill.
to Europe, like
Yeah.
It's like the training is on a treadmill all the whole time. Miss
Yeah.
you
I
there.
mean, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, that's been. I mean, this was the first year that I feel like I was like, there was a larger part of my psyche that was like, oh, actually, I like kind of want that a little bit.
Mm.
But if you are not excited about the training block for Western States,
Mhm.
it's like you end up running a ton of roads during the winter.
Yep.
You have to be so sharp so much earlier in the season, and then you race an incredibly draining, hard, fast race, and then you're kind of like, fuck the rest of the summer.
Yeah.
And so like you don't get to take advantage. Like like we live in these beautiful places. You don't really get to take advantage of mountain season after Western States.
Dude.
I mean,
100%. I didn't go up high once this year.
Yeah.
Once. Not even
Hey,
once.
Me neither.
And then-
And I didn't do Western State.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
I don't know what you were doing.
You didn't have
Yeah.
anything going on
Yeah.
this summer.
yeah. I don't know what kept you busy. But dude, and then the other thing that's really frustrating about states is like you're saying you have this like early season, boom, boom, boom. You get to like literally the halfway point of the year. You run like the biggest race that you're going to do. No matter how it goes, you're kind of like, well, I should do something else. But then the only thing that feels good after like building up to something as big as Western States is like CCC or something. But then that's like so close and you're cooked. And then like for me, it was Worlds was like felt equally, but it was like by the time like August, September rolled around, I was like cobbling together runs, like nothing felt good.
Yeah.
I
You
remember
know?
your workout titles were getting like kind of down,
Yeah.
You're like, can't wait for the season to be over.
I'm so ready. yeah.
But like last one, almost counting down.
3 more runs to go.
Get me out of this treadmill.
Yeah.
But,
And
but I feel like this is very much though like there's such a recency bias to how like the perception that the community has around like the year athletes have
Mhm.
had. And so I think like, Courtney and Katie have kind of like so inspiring, but they've also kind of like fucked the narrative of like they've
Yeah.
done both at the highest level. But like I would love to see the sport normalize. Like if you focus your year on Western States and then you run, you put every single thing into it, like you should feel no pressure to race the rest of the year.
yeah.
Totally.
Totally.
I say this. yeah.
Like Cole Hocker wins the gold medal. Like nobody's like,
Oh, but he
paying
got third at
attention.
Zurich.
paying attention.
Like,
to-
nobody
exactly,
cares.
Like, no one
Yeah.
gives a shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally.
And like it doesn't impact his ability to like get a contract, or, like,
100%.
make more money. It's like no, like he just did the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Which is also crazy because like the toll that it takes on the body, like the actual event,
Oh, it's nuts.
so much bigger.
Yeah.
than States or
Yeah.
UTMB.
Like I was, like Chris started CCC with us.
Mhm.
And then I saw him after the race, and he was just kind of like, "Oh, my body, I'm like still tired."
Yeah.
And I just like wish that he hadn't felt any pressure to run CCC. It's like you just took second at Western States. This is the biggest race in North America.
You beat Killian.
You beat
Yeah.
Killian.
What I wouldn't give.
But you know,
What I would
like
do.
that's something that like
This
we need
year.
to, like brands need to do a better job of. The broader community needs to do a better job of just being like, oh, like no, like you had like, you know, like you should be able to be on Troy and you, Roy, by just like taking first or second at Western States.
Yeah.
That's my hot take.
Yeah.
It's not even hot. It's so funny. It's like, oh, well, what did they do this fall? You know, it's like, I don't know. Like,
Who cares?
Yeah, dude, but it's like, to your point, like athletes are stringing together like every quarter they're like putting up.
Yeah. Like you were saying, a lot of those people on the Troy list have like, what'd you say, between 4 and
5
7?
to 10 races.
5 to 10
Like,
races.
like many podiums, many wins.
Yeah. That's tough. That's like tough to do, which is why they're on the top of the Troy thing. But dude, the one other thing about states, and I'm convinced this is true, is I think I lost like a brain cell or two out there as well. I have not been
No,
and I never was like cognitively firing anyway. But then like I swear after states, I've been like things just take a little longer for me to get. And I don't know if it's like just like early Alzheimer's or something, but like, dude, I think it's states. I literally think like it's bad for your brain too. So for what it's
You
worth,
feel the same?
I experienced that too.
Really?
Yeah, totally.
you feel like in a fog for a while.
I mean, still here since 2019.
In the clouds, man. All right, I'm not doing this.
Your
No, I
team
mean,
B
that-
so much better.
That race messed me up like pretty good. I think for multiple years, I just
Yeah.
wasn't the same. It was also a little bit of a different time where like nobody was fueling the way they are
People
now.
were
Like,
running on hand.
we didn't have. Yeah, like I had an ice bandana and that was it.
When
you
was the
know?
last gel you ate?
And in that race,
Yeah.
probably right Bath Road before going into Forest Hill.
So you didn't really eat anything
I
for the last
all I had was
40 miles.
I had a slice of cold cut ham and ice water the rest of the entire way.
That's actually insane.
And I feel like that like was not that unusual.
No, and we were all like racing. Like I was worried. Like I mean, within minutes of like being outside of the top 10, even though I was in 3rd and 4th, it was just like
You can't take a gel when you're in a tight race, but you can eat a sliced
it
ham.
was a different time. Well, I was looking at videos. I'm like sitting down in a chair at Forest Hill at Michigan Bluff. Like nobody's doing that anymore. Like
No.
changing my shoes, socks. So I don't know. It's
Crazy.
But yeah, I think to your point, Seth. Yeah, I'm like still trying to find my brain since that race.
Yeah.
That
Did you
place.
experience that, Drew? You ran in a hot year one year, like the brain fog for months after.
I was so cooked
Yeah.
after.
I do remember that.
I mean, I know you were in the hospital, but like the lingering like mental effect.
I don't remember feeling like cognitive like fogginess. But I mean like I didn't race until December. And then I ran the Mount Tam 50K.
Was that against?
Which was against
Sinclair.
David
David.
Sinclair.
I remember that.
Not like that was like a I'm gonna just go run a local race in California
Yeah.
to just like try to like rust bust. So no, I mean like there wasn't as much of like the cognitive maybe like fog for me, but like very much like the body felt that for a very long time.
Yeah. Did you feel any of this, Adam?
Yeah. Remember the Pawnee Buchanan loop?
Yeah, I
Right.
sure
Yeah.
do.
That was like 3 weeks after States. That was too much.
That was too much.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Which is like just crazy how someone like Katie can like do Sierras and all like after Hard Rock in like less time
Yeah, that was crazy.
so fast. I don't know.
But I think Hard Rock is not as like I don't think destroy you as much as Western States. That's why Western States have so many
I think
one
Katie's
hit
just
wonder.
way harder than I am, dude. Like
That's
Also,
also true.
yeah.
This is true, but like
Same.
there's not many races that like Western States that have like so many like one hit wonder. Like people that perform there incredibly good once, and then like maybe they don't perform at all ever again.
who are you thinking of?
There's people.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to name names, but like
Oh,
there are
oh.
examples.
Put them on blast. No, I'm just
No, I mean great athletes, but like they have like one
Yeah.
hit wonder, you know, which is I think it's just like it's a lot from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do agree. Gotta go pull up that list here. Dude, okay. Well, sort of on that point with like having to race a bunch of times for Troy, you were mentioning that now there's another ranking thing that you can vote for. Can you vote for it?
I
The
don't know.
UTMB.
I don't know if you can vote for it, but there's so many rankings now.
Yeah.
Like Outside came out with something like FKT. I don't know. I feel like everybody's just trying to scramble to like craft some sort of list or
Mhm.
like a ranking and stuff. Like there's a UTMB thing too that it make. I don't know. I didn't understand, but I think they're also asking people to vote.
Yeah, I saw Fran repost something.
Yeah, which makes no sense. It's like I don't know. Like why you just focus on your races, right? Like everybody trying to do everything. Anyways, there's a bunch of rankings out there. So since that's what's happening, we're also doing our own ranking.
Yep.
The Boulder Boys.
Yeah. Go to Boulderboys.show. You can vote for your
Trail Runner of the Year.
Trail Runner of the Year.
Only the 5 of us.
You have an option of 5.
For real though, we should rank. We should rank us 5, and it's going to be really hard between the two performances Drew and Seth had this year.
Hold on. We keep talking about this. It is about Q4 review time.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean,
Did we do any racing in Q4?
well,
End of year, maybe,
yeah,
because
I don't know. The way we do it at my company is like Q4 and an annual look back rolled into one.
I think we should do an annual look back because last time we did a quarterly review, that was the first quarter.
I think so.
Yeah, and we've slacked.
I think people liked it, you know.
I think people like it.
Yeah.
We're just gonna roll into it.
But we should do self-reflection style. You know,
Okay.
not like managerial. Like here's some growth areas for you.
Well, then we can all chime in after about our
Yeah.
growth areas. you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
a
mean, who's gonna
democracy.
kick us off here?
What are we doing? High low area for growth.
Do whatever framework you want to
Okay.
use. You know, like, I don't know.
But we had a framework.
Well, last time we did like 1 through 5. You know, kind of like the
Yeah.
scale. You can
Yeah.
boil your entire being all year down to a numeric value, classic corporate style.
Yeah.
And then 3 is like meeting expectations. 4 would be like above. 2 would be like needs improvement.
And 5 is
1 is like
exceeding.
maybe like
You're probably looking for a new job.
you're looking for a new job, like,
Yeah.
and 5 would be like you won UTMB. It's or something.
Yeah.
Wow. And Western
I mean,
State.
it's exceptional. You know, like,
Yeah.
But you can win one and it's exceptional.
that's
But I
true.
could still rate myself a 5.
You can.
You
just
could.
'cause I-
you could. There might be a big
Self-reflection.
disconnect.
That's what I usually do at work. I'm just saying like 5s on everything.
Yeah.
And then actually we don't do those.
This is
We
a
don't do
great
those.
window.
but at Seth's job, the max is 10. He just doesn't read the full thing.
That's actually pretty accurate, probably.
So he's like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. All right. Maybe you can kick us off.
Oh, yeah, annual review, sort of, I feel, what did I give myself at the first quarter? I think I was like,
I think
because
you
that was
gave
my
yourself a
best
4,
quarter.
dude. Like above expectations.
Yeah, I was firing
Yeah.
in that first quarter. And then
The Black Canyon result.
the Black Canyon, and then I had Canyons.
Did that squeak in?
I think I squeaked into that review period.
What a stacked top of year.
That was a great top of year. I was like,
gosh.
I was working real hard.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
that
The
is
boy was coming
that
out.
is
Yeah.
a first half of year. That's just enough.
Yeah. And I literally,
Turn it off in the last no. Just
Okay. okay, but I did,
But
I did one of those things where you come into a new job, you start working real hard for like 3 or 4 months, and then you mail it in. And so I mailed it in the last,
You were tired,
three
dude. You were
quarters.
tired.
I was a little tired. I don't know, man. I feel like my year. So like Q1 was 4, Q2 is probably like a 3 because I had states, and I felt like that was pretty expectation was probably that 6th spot. I don't think that was better or worse. Q3 was like a 1, and then I didn't do anything in Q4. So, man, I think I give myself what does that average out to, a 3?
Yeah, but it's qualitative, like you could give yourself a 4 if you felt like the
No.
years-
I think I had a nice 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I met I was like right at average.
Okay.
Even and
including like all you did for the Boulder Boy brand, the video series.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
Like,
yeah,
course
but
record.
okay, but I mailed it in, dude, because then I biffed it on getting any merch out.
You like put me in the grave at the Grand Canyon.
I did.
Dude,
yeah,
I rewatched that.
Yeah.
So funny, dude. Like watching you be like, "Thanks for being out here," and then immediately throwing up. So
I love the like eagle caw as it's like you see Drew walking up. It's like "Wah!" and then the whip.
So funny.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, Dylan gets a 5 for above expectations. On those videos. Yeah, dude, I feel like I have a 3. I feel a little if I think too hard about my year, I get a little bummed out at the way it wrapped up. I don't feel like 32nd at Worlds was like that exciting. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Is there an area you're like looking forward to leaning into more or growing in 2026?
Yeah, actually, I want to have a better back half of the year. Which I guess for me next year states is included in that, states and CCC.
Okay.
And so like now I've like prepared in such a way that is like, or have been preparing in such a way that hopefully makes it where I'm like still energized and good for the back half of the year. Like I'm not racing early in the year. I'm not doing anything super crazy in training right now. And then, hopefully it'll allow me to grow off of that in like April and May.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my thought. Yeah.
What do you think might be some key result? No, I'm just kidding.
Key performance KPIs.
Yeah, KPIs, OKRs, whatever.
Yeah, KPRs, POFF.
This is good, dude.
Okay. Yeah.
Yikes. Who's next?
Like your collaborator score would be a 4 for me.
Mm-hmm.
A collaborator score?
Yeah, like as somebody who works with you.
Oh, okay.
You definitely got a 4.
I got a 4. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Great year.
Thank you.
Great year.
Thank you. Do I get a raise?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. Great. Cool. Yep. Cool.
You just
if anyone
gotta talk to
is
HR
listening, he most definitely deserves a raise.
Yeah, that's
most definitely.
Yeah. Thanks. All right, Matt, you want to
go? Dude, I don't know. I'd probably give myself like a 2.
2 for the annual.
2 for the annual?
Yeah, man. I mean, like I didn't.
What did you give yourself at the beginning?
I don't know. Probably like a 2.
I think it was like a 2.
It's been a pretty garbage year of running. Like, I mean, I like had some really good training, but I was like working through a lot of health stuff again. And then the races, I just got like hypothermia every fucking race I ran. So it's like, I don't know. The only 2 races that were probably any good was like a 50K in Moab and then Canyons where I got my doors blown off by Seth at the end. So
I wouldn't say you got your doors blown off.
Dude, you cramped it in for second. Dude.
Yeah, you still cramped it out. So you were standing still at that moment that I passed you, but
so
because you're cramping.
I'll give myself a 2 just because I was happy that I was like able to train and work through some of the stuff. And then like I had a really good training block for the 100 miler I was training for, but then again racing was terrible. So I don't know. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Not
much.
What
What about like just like running as a whole? Like like your relationship. Like you've had a relationship with running for
so 45 years. Of this
yeah, almost as long as Adam's been alive. No, I think it was a interesting year. I like went through a lot of personal and emotional stress at the beginning of the year, and that was clearly still affecting my running. And then I think tied into a lot of the health issues I was having.
Totally.
And then the mold exposure and then the hypothermia and a few other things. It was just like working through that was really difficult, but I found a lot of joy in training and running, which was weird. Like as the year went on and as like my well-being got better and I got I was happier, and when things in life were going better, running and training continued to go a little bit better and felt lighter and more enjoyable. So it's just like I got to get into a race now and like utilize all that. So yeah, it was an interesting year. I think a big like year of growth for me.
Yeah,
in a good way.
I'd say so. I mean, dude, if I was your CEO, I would give you the Dandelion Award for dealing with a lot of tough stuff.
Thanks.
Still growing. No one can knock you down, and you spread your love and made everybody happy. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
I mean,
it's very accurate.
But seriously, like, I feel like there were a lot of other areas of being engaged with running where you leaned in, like coaching more. You went to a lot of races.
I agree.
Yeah, I had a really good time crewing, coaching a lot of athletes. Had a really good year, and that was really fun to be a part of. So that I guess if I'm rating my own performance for running, I'm giving myself a 2. But I felt like I got to show up in a way for my athletes this year that I haven't in the years past, and I enjoyed that aspect of it a lot more, and got to lean more into coaching, and I'm coaching more high level athletes than I ever have too. So that's been really fun to kind of be a part of that journey. But yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, as far as that goes, I definitely give myself a higher score, but 2 for my own running performance.
It is interesting though, Matt. Like from the outside, I feel like at least the perception of how you have felt about running has been like much happier and much lighter.
Yeah.
And like much more of like a joyous part of your life than, I mean, I remember times year and a half ago when you're like still dealing with the heel injury and just going on runs and you just kind of being like, fuck, man, this is not it.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know, you've just been a lot lighter.
Yeah.
So.
I will say one kind of cool thing is I feel like for the last few years, I kind of felt like, my career is winding down. Like this is kind of it. Like kind of how like Debo talks, it's like I was feeling that even though I was still like training really hard because I enjoy that part of it. But I was like, when it comes to racing and sponsorships and all that, I was feeling that. And like, if anything, what this year showed me was like, I feel like I'm actually really far away from that still. Like I have a lot of fight left in me. I'm like just as excited. I just, I need to start lining up, getting on the starting line and being competitive again, which I'm excited about. And I'm like staying healthy. That's the key.
I mean, dude, you didn't get to race last weekend. The race got canceled.
I know, dude.
That would have been a win. That would have been a win, a lock for Q4. So we'll give that one to you.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. I think a high score.
Yeah. All right. We'll stay with 2.
Yeah.
That way I can improve on that next year.
Congratulations on the Dandelion Award.
In our hearts.
Yeah.
All right, Moy.
You're a 4. Yeah. Oh, 5. All right,
Yeah,
moving on.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if you know this, but
I want you to be.
I want you to be.
Oh, dude. Yes. What a year. It felt so long.
Yeah.
Like my first race, quote unquote, was Black Canyon 50K. So uncomfortable. Yeah, so like I guess I don't know, like I don't necessarily want to focus so much in performances because maybe performing wasn't my main objective of this year, but like try to be healthy and like be consistent with training. And on that sense, I think I did pretty good. And then if I were to think about races, I think my last or like third quarter was kind of decent. I didn't win Nice or like even podium. I was 6, but I saw something and I felt something that I haven't felt in a while. And then for different circumstances, like I kind of fade at the end of the race. But what I saw and what I felt, it just gave me a lot of confidence for next year, and I really take that like as a win, for me, right? It's like, yeah, because the focus this year was in many other things than purely racing. So bringing that to a numeric score, I would say like a 2.5, 3. Kind of like meeting expectations,
Yeah.
and
We'll go decimals. Yeah. 2.5. Yeah.
we can.
3.
Yeah.
Round up to 3.
Not in the corporate world. But we can do it here.
This is
When
this
you-
is media. It's different.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll give you
until
half of my dandelion award.
until
I'm
we are
trying to think of an
publicly
award
traded,
for
we
him,
can
but I
do
can't think
whatever
of
we
one.
want.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so I think that like I was able to like manage a few things and like having like the family grow and all of that, and it's still yeah, like train consistently. And also like I think motivation is just like at its highest, and I also feel like rested. Like I didn't do a 100-miler this year, neither last year, and I think 2 years without doing a 100-mile race, this actually feels pretty good. So I'm like fired up for 2026.
Dude, 2026 is gonna be crazy. Okay, but also Q4, I can't remember podcasts earlier in the year. I'm sure you were great. Q4 Moy has been on fire on the mic.
That's true.
Hey,
That is true.
Spicy.
Spicy.
yes.
Very funny.
Well, I give myself a 3 on spiciness.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, dude. I'm just so excited about next year too. And like training is, I think I kind of like found a few things that I know that work for me right now. So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exciting. Right.
Man, I just like feel so at peace with the year that I had, like, and deeply satisfied. I don't know where that puts me from a
I think very satisfied is a 4, right?
3 or 4. Like personally, like very satisfied.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't know if like the year I had exceeded expectations. It actually felt more. I've like really prided myself on being somebody that is just like very consistent in our sport, and that like when I choose to race, I'm gonna like show up and like be in the mix. And I feel like last year was the first time where I did that. I built a year around being in the mix, and then dealt with like more injuries than I've ever really like dealt with in my career. Laid an egg at UTMB, and just like the confidence got like was shook a little bit. And so I feel like this year was actually like very. It was. I don't think I exceeded expectations, but I like got back to the level of expectations that I have for myself, which is, I'm only going to race a couple of times, but I want those races to like really matter. And I like when I show up, I want to know that I can like give absolutely everything. And so in the first half of the year, I kind of figured out the injury side of things. I want to note that like one of the most rewarding experiences that I've ever had in trail running was being part of CES Day at Black Canyon. And so like to start,
that was a lot of fun.
to start the season off with like
With a win.
with like raced at canyons, and like
Yeah.
rust busted.
Yeah,
there,
yeah. That was a good rust buster too.
and like got my shit dropped so early in that race, and then did the Drew thing and went from like 15th
Yeah.
to 5th, and then was like chasing down the dude in 4th. And had we had like another couple miles, like probably would have like been a Boulder Boys 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
But like that like was like, okay, like it's coming back, but that was still like very early season. And then to go to Black Canyon and to like be part of your day, like that was fucking awesome. Like such a great way to kick off like the more serious racing season. Yeah, and then to just be like, okay, I'm gonna do 2 other races, and to just really feel like I executed on both of those. And like put myself in a position at CCC to finish on the podium, but then also like really close hard in a way that like chasing David was like in the picture was pretty rad. And so
That's sweet.
just feeling like really satisfied with the year. Like, if I could have a year like this every year, that'd be sick.
It'd be a pretty good year. Your business would be booming.
Yeah, business would be booming.
Yeah.
But like kind of in like a, I don't know, like in a non-sexy way,
Dude, I don't know. The way you closed at CCC was pretty sexy.
Yeah, and
not gonna lie.
you were wearing this
Yeah.
sexy
Like
t-shirt
5th.
too.
Yeah.
Drew's like, it wasn't that sexy.
He just wanted us to comment.
Yeah.
All right, Drew. You are sexy.
But like the 50K at Canyons is not the like elite race at Canyons.
Yeah.
But it was
It was,
pretty
it was
elite.
the it was the elite
Yeah.
race this year, but it's like not the golden ticket race. Like,
Agreed.
we made it the like
Yeah.
the spectacle in some ways because it was like such a competitive. It was like at that time one of the most competitive 50Ks
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
in the US.
And then every other 50K
And then
kept getting.
everyone this year got more competitive. But
Yeah.
up until that point,
Yeah.
it was still quite competitive.
Yeah.
But to like you know, nothing special about that. To go to Lavaredo and to like not run the full Lavaredo, also
Mhm.
not like the sexy race at Lavaredo, like I ran the 80K, which was just like the stepping stone. But for both of those to put me in a place to be able to do what I did at CCC, like I'm really proud of that.
Yeah.
Progression.
Yeah, that was sick.
Huge growth.
Huge
growth.
But that was a sick season, dude. Like to see you. One of the things, the images that comes to mind is you breaking tape at Lavaredo in the cardigan on the Western States Day. I remember
Yeah,
seeing that. And
that
being
was
like,
sick.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
I remember
You
getting that.
wearing the cardigan.
I remember getting that intel at Forest Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hype for sure.
It was a pretty good moment for Nike and ACG. You
As
know,
good as it gets.
That was a big day.
like the launch of
Yeah.
the launch of the Radical Air. And
you did
for
it
both
first,
of
I
us
think.
to win.
I think you were the first.
I did it first.
Were you the first win
You
in
know?
Radical Air ever?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Don't quote us on it.
Oh, definitely,
Calling it, yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. I do think that needs to go in the Louvre or something.
Yeah, count it.
They'll frame it and put
You
it
know, for
somewhere
like a
Nike
brief
headquarters.
moment, the Boulder Boys had a leg up on the Felt Like Daddies, but then the Tacoma,
We're not talking about that.
Tacoma Cougar.
Yeah.
Well, you don't win the rivalry
2025.
That's what
That
that,
is
that,
so
that
true.
is the whole point.
The thing about- yeah, The thing about our business structure is that we're always looking for our projection is like further out. You know what I mean?
So
Like
invest. Yeah.
we were like meh, last year, this year we're a little better. Next year we're gonna be a little better.
Yeah.
10 years, you put that over
Big
time.
picture, guys. Big
Next
picture.
thing you know, we take over the whole.
Continue to reinvent.
100,
whole
100
sport.
year
Yeah, we're the
vision
greatest.
Yeah,
for the business.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's when we buy UTMB and
By
Western States
2040,
and
we're
all these
gonna be
things.
winning UTMB and all of it.
Yeah. So sweet.
Yeah. Adam.
Adam, you're up. Adam's like,
I'm glad
I'm
I'm-
so tired of
No, I'm glad
performance
I'm getting to
reviews.
go last because it gave me a minute to like
Yeah.
structure mine. So I'll probably turn mine up to like level 5 corporate, like 5 out of 5. Dude, so just like in like a competency framework, there's like different areas. So I feel like for me, it's like a lot happened this year. It's like I moved back to Colorado. That happened.
Big.
Thank God.
I so that was like a huge thing. Like sold a house, bought a house. I raced, got back in shape, like really in shape, like the most fit I've ever been, which was really cool. So that was like something I was maybe at the last quarterly check-in, I probably gave myself a 3 or something. But like I was
Yeah.
really happy with my kind of like return
Yes.
so far in my trajectory. Then we had our son Sylvan, which was
Mhm.
sick. And I feel like adjusted to that pretty well. My Q like 2-3 racing was like pretty like definitely a 2 from my standpoint. Like 19th at Broken Arrow was like not what I was shooting for, but
Mhm.
And then like DNFing speed goat is really like or DNSing was like it's good I didn't race because like a week later I got a stress fracture. It's probably why I was so tired. Like before the
Yeah.
race even
Yeah,
started.
for
So,
sure.
yeah, definitely like a ton of lessons learned there. And then like how you respond to adversity maybe being another like kind of part of this framework. I was really proud of how I came back from the injury, like process wise, like mental strength building, like physical, and then like where I am today, like I don't know, maybe like meets expectations on that part of
Mhm.
like Q or end of Q3 and Q4.
One of the
For
really
sure.
cool things to watch you navigate, Adam, was actually the fact that like it can be very scary to kind of acknowledge when you've messed up.
Mm.
And I feel like you were quite courageous very soon after that injury of just being like, well, I made some mistakes.
Dude,
And that takes a lot of like self-reflection and like a willingness to kind of like acknowledge when we've messed up in different ways. And I feel like you navigated that like very, very responsibly, which is cool to
Yes.
see.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, just I think I touched on this on another pod, but just like the cool thing has been like a lot of people go through it, but not a lot of people talk about it or
100%.
acknowledge it. You know?
100%.
So, yeah, I was happy about that. And like, it's felt like it's taken forever, but like, I was just talking with my coach Cliff Pittman at CTS the other day, and he was like, "Dude, this has like actually been like one of the best recoveries I've seen, like with no kind of like setbacks, with like coming back from stress fractures in your foot apparently can be kind of like tricky." So I'm super grateful that like did the things and am healthy again. And so, dude, I don't know, like my and like how I've engaged with the pod and like other running community related things like commentating at Worlds or like crewing for people. I feel like TrailCon, like, I don't know, like 3, you know, so like solid, like 3, a strong 3 on those areas. So definitely for me, race wise, which is like something I care a lot about, definitely a 2, you know, like, but I don't know, man, like we all have different seasons of our running journey and like elite racing. And for me, this was one of like learning some stuff, you know, and like realizing what was working well for me. And so, yeah, dude, I'm super excited about the process heading into this year. But I think on the whole, I'd give myself like a 2, dude, like not shying away from it, just like needs improvement by my standards, you know?
Yeah. But that's like giving yourself a 2, but your like laptop was broke for half a year. You know what I mean?
It's true, but
You're like, man, I couldn't get the reports out because the keyboard was broke.
Because my dog ate homework.
My dog ate my homework.
I don't know, dude. Like,
I feel like it was a 3.
I guess like for me, like meeting expectations would feel like, I don't know, maybe I raced like a handful of times, had some results I'm like really proud of, and like was able to perform on the day that it mattered. And like it's hard to do, but it is a hallmark of an effective elite, you know?
Yeah.
Bro, like you definitely have to like show up on the big start line.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's fair.
So I'm excited to like take more bites at the apple in 2026 and do that. But it all starts from like a solid process and foundation. And like I think because of a lot of the stuff I had going on in life, and then like, yeah, like the stress fracture, I just wasn't able to put those results together. Dude, one thing that was super interesting, Finn Melanson on the Single Track Pod interviewed this guy, Scott Frey.
Okay.
If you guys listen to this.
I did not.
So freaking interesting, dude. Very thoughtful, PhD in like, I don't know, science or something. But he was talking about this idea of like, he works with elite athlete or professional athletes one-on-one now. He's out of academia. And he was saying like this thing that is like super untapped, but that matters a ton in performance in like world level competition is central nervous system fatigue. And how like, you know, it's very normal for runners to taper the body, but most people don't like taper their life and their mind leading into a race.
Wait, speak more on this. How do I taper my mind?
Well, so it's like, what's the week of a race look like to you? Like, are you flying? Like, do you have like a bunch of work stuff that you're trying to like finish right before the race so that you can take the time off? Like, are you purposeful? Like a lot of people when they aren't running as much, just like do other like random projects or like scroll more, or like all of those things contribute to central nervous system fatigue. And so it was just like, you know, like that's an area where if you have some discipline or can be more intentional, it can really translate to your race day performance, you know, less fatigued. And so when I look at my life holistically, it was like, oh dude, I'm definitely like, I was super fatigued like at a lot of those key moments. And that's something that I'll be much more intentional about like moving forward. Just learning.
Yeah, it's great. I'd also give you an award.
What's my award? What
I don't know,
flower
dude.
am I,
What flower? You're like I don't know my flowers very well. So similar to the dandelion, you're probably
a rose. You're a rose.
You're a rose.
What are those like Christmas flowers that come like
poinsettia
covered with wax, and then they bloom at Christmas?
Oh, not a Christmas cactus.
Well, you could be a Christmas cactus. You know,
You're a
like,
prickly pear, dude.
Learned a lot. Now
Beautiful
you're
flower.
blooming now.
Just
take it, dude.
just
I'll take it.
just yeah, I don't know. The dandelion just came too easy.
Yeah.
Uh
I feel like that's such a great thing to focus on. And I think that, I think that also like that kind of like gets back to, being at a place where, as elite athletes, you're just like very ready, like mentally and physically. Getting both of those things right at the same time, it's like such a skill for all of us to like figure out.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So.
Especially being like loaded up in life, and like, some of you can relate. Like, just, dude, like you have kids and stuff. It's just like, I've noticed, like, you have to, like, if you can go to bed, go to bed. Like, you, it doesn't matter. Oh, like I want to like be on my computer. Like, nope. Like, you have to, because your kid's gonna wake up. Like, and then you can't like sleep in anymore like you used to, or like those little things you'd be so disciplined about.
Yeah. Good point, dude.
Yeah.
It is hard to raise hard, long stuff when like you have a newborn. So that's why, I was thinking of like, because also like it's not necessarily the I mean, for me, the truth is like I approach the year like racing is not my priority in the sense of I'm gonna do races, but like I'm not gonna put this pressure on me, and that's probably a self-defense mechanism in order to like not screw up my nervous system, or something like that. But what you're saying about the leading up to the race and how you take care of the other aspects that is not just the body, that is where it's at. I know I have tried to do that. It's hard. But
But
like
you have a job, like,
yeah,
sometimes it's hard to take a week off before the time off you're going to take for the race.
yeah,
True.
it is hard for sure. I mean, yeah, it is very challenging unless racing was your only job, right? But I think if it's something that it can be achieved, it can make a big difference.
I think there's tweaks like we can all make. It's like, whether it's like, dude, actually one of my team members found out about this pod. They may be listening at work. So what's up, Charles, if you're listening?
Hi, Charles.
This is something I'm going to do in advance of Black Canyon, is like I'm writing all of my annual reviews for my staff early.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to just have the discipline to do that, so I'm not like cramming it
Yeah.
right before I have to leave for the race.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's like little things that maybe we can all do to be better about it.
Or like what we did, or like we can also write some of the reviews.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just
Yeah.
outsource it.
Yeah.
5 stars.
From me.
Yeah.
I've never met you, but you're getting a 5.
Like how we do it,
Surely-
how we
Surely you
Well-
take into account that they're listeners of the pod.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Hey. Or like what we did with Seth before Western, like we like all like dressed up as a nurse and went into the surgery, like just like follow
Push the
Seth.
cart around, hand them a scalpel.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
guys, that did not happen. I don't want to get I don't want to get fired or whatever.
No, it's a joke. It's not true.
Okay, yeah, not true.
But don't
Good.
quote him on that.
Don't quote him on that.
But I also think this is something that we see at, like, I feel like UTMB is like particularly like this more prevalent at UTMB, where there are so many professional runners who live like a fairly monastic life. They do a lot of running, they do a lot of spending a lot of time with like, alone or with like a small group of like close friends, and then they get dumped into UTMB week, which is like, and then they have like 4, 5, 6 obligations from different brands that week. And then you see
Crazy.
folks who had incredible training leading up really not perform to the level that we all know that they are capable of.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, like if folks from brands are listening, like help your athletes in those moments too. Like if you care about performance and you care about showing up on the biggest stages, like giving them ways to show up as an athlete to satisfy the obligations of their contract, but to do it in a way where they can still like really like off gas a lot of stress.
Yeah.
After the race is so critical. And so like those things for me is like getting off social media, and like I now always try to like have like most of my UTMB obligations done by like Tuesday, so that I have like Wednesday, Thursday, and like, at least a couple of days to just like fucking chill. And like there's brands where people are running around like every single day.
It's crazy.
They're doing group runs, they're doing a talk, And it's like these are people who don't like get up and spend time with like large groups of people that they don't know like almost ever.
Yeah, you
so I
know,
think there's a lot that like also brands can do to help athletes be the
Yeah.
best version of themselves on race day.
do you know how hard
Like,
it is?
Give that space.
How hard it is for some of these runners to have a small talk with people?
It's
Oh my
exhausting.
goodness, exhausting.
I can't even like talk to
Speaking
the
from experience.
checkout lady at the grocery store without feeling exhausted.
Yeah. I will say on that with UTMB, like I feel like the North Face does a good job at not like we only ever have like one thing. And but I still run into the thing where like you're saying, you're in this town and there's all these runners and you're like, oh, I haven't seen these people in a year. I want to talk to all these people. And like without, for me at least, like without noticing it or like without thinking too much of it, like I'll just exhaust myself from like literally having small talk with people I see once a year. But like I like think I'm like, oh, I want to do this. It'll like energize me, and then I'm like cooked. So yeah,
I'm so excited of not working at UTMB.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
dude.
that's a good point. Yeah, you did
That's
have to
gonna
work
be
last
so
time.
good, dude. Yes, I'm so excited of like going to run and not working.
Yeah,
I mean, I literally remember not this year because you didn't come over this year, but last year walking around the like expo, and I can just hear Moy's voice on the loudspeaker, like giving like course previews, and then like I'd come back the next day, and he'd be like, there'd be like 5 people at the booth, and he'd just be running around
Dude, that was
pre-race.
I wrote, yeah, and then Kirsten did OCC, and I the day before CCC, and I follow her, and I remember just like I was so like tired when the race started. I was like, the race started, and I was like empty.
And you ate soy.
Huh?
And you had soy.
And I
the
had
day
freaking
before.
soy 2 days before, the
perfect
day
storm.
before.
Dang.
Dude. Yes, it happens. You know, so if I eliminate all of those things,
Pretty
it's gonna
good.
be great.
You
Yeah.
might win UTMB.
Yeah. Hey, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Either Drew or me. You know?
Hey, if you win, I take second. I'm happy.
You
that'd
know,
be
whoever
that'd be
gets the
pretty
best
sick.
bonus.
The Nike bonus is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I let you finish first, and we split it. All right, deal.
Nice. That's a review.
Well, I'm proud of everybody, and I'm also proud of the podcast because I think as a pod, we at least met expectations. Video series, very cool gear, a high frequency in episodes.
Pretty good.
I think like it's a step up from last year. So
our listenership tripled.
Yeah.
yes,
That's pretty cool.
yeah. Or listen, yeah, triple. Like we're like putting
We
out
did an
videos now.
in-person activation here
Yeah.
with
Oh
Intrepid.
yeah.
Like lots
That's
of
right.
stuff. You
It was
know,
a fun year.
I'm
fun.
like, yeah, really proud of what we have achieved as a media outlet
Yeah.
conglomerate.
Dude, 2026 is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I think
We're buying free trail.
that's a good point.
do we do any
What?
collabs, like podcast collabs?
Um,
No, but we had some guests this year.
We had guests.
we had,
Great
we
guests.
had some,
Good
yeah,
guests.
really
Good
good
guests for the
guests.
first time?
A
Dude,
bunch of guests.
Do we start off? Who did we have for guests? Let's do a quick
Eli
thumbs up.
and Tabor, I think, were maybe the first.
Elaine and Taylor, yeah.
We had
Ryan Thrower.
Finn. We had
Did Zach come
Finn.
this year? Or was that
Finn.
last year?
Last year.
Okay.
Ryan Thrower joined this year.
Finn,
Finn from
Max.
Single Track.
Max joined.
Yep.
Lauren
Mike,
Gregory.
Lauren.
Warren Gregory.
Ryan Gregory.
I mean,
We're
I feel like
missing-
we might deserve a 4 on the pod this year.
I think the pod's a
I think
4
a
for
lot of
sure.
these-
Yeah, yeah.
You're the Boy merch was fire.
It was
Yeah.
fire. Yeah. Lot
And the
of fun.
community, you know, like the community that listens to the pod, like I think they get also a 4.
They get a 5, dude. The listeners get a 5. You see those guys? Okay, you'll
If you
be
give us
anywhere in the
5
world.
stars, you get a 5.
Anywhere in the world at
Yes.
any type of running thing, somebody's a fan. They're coming up
true.
to you. They're like, I'm a huge fan. I like the thing. Like Moy says, don't quote me on this all the time. Like
That's so true.
the fans are real ones.
They really are.
We had people at Western States like who knew nobody like drive
Yes.
hours to come watch
Yes.
Wow.
with the Boulder, like watch us.
I will say I think I might be on a pip, but I'm trying hard.
No,
I'm getting
dude.
better. You know, I'm showing up
On a-
more.
Oh,
No,
No, but there's a performance improvement plan.
okay. I was
Some
like,
people like gotten a 1 or
I was like, what's a pip?
No,
You know, I think I've been on a pip, but like you know,
Nah,
trying
dude,
to-
you
trying to
were
be
maybe
more
on a-
consistent.
No pip.
You weren't
think-
on a pip, dude. You've grown out of your pip. You've
Not pip here.
out-pipped.
We're not pipping people.
no.
Pipping, dude.
No pipping. But yeah, like everybody has been consistent and like yeah, that's
Been
pretty
good.
cool.
Also, dude, just worth saying, since there are mixed reviews, did anyone give themselves a 4? No.
No.
We're all pretty harsh critics. But like, dude, getting a 2, it's like it's not job threatening, you know what I mean? Like it's like something that can lead to significant growth and future success, So it's like
100%.
I don't know. Just to normalize anyone that might get a 2 in their annual review for real at work. It's like it's all good, Like,
But you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you get a 1,
yeah, like a 1 is like, dude. I mean, like,
have you given out a 1?
No. I mean, like, okay, so this is the metaphor's falling apart a little bit here, but like, as a manager, if someone's getting a 1, it's like there should have been like conversations that have been happening like leading up to that moment. Like no one should ever get a 1 on their annual. They should have like maybe gotten a 2 at a quarterly and then maybe a 1 at a quarterly, but I've never even done that. Yeah. You want to put someone on a PIP because PIPs can actually work. Or just have the honest conversation about like maybe this isn't a good fit.
Yeah.
Well, this is good then because we're all holding ourselves accountable.
Yeah.
So we're all,
Yep.
able to at least have a 2 or higher. We're doing a good job as a
Best part of this pod though is that like we all got to hang out a bunch.
It's true.
eat a lot of pizza.
And like that's a great excuse to get on the mic. Is that our relationships have all stayed super strong, and we've gotten to see a lot of each other over the last year. And at least like for me, that's a huge part of like why I'm doing this with you guys.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
It is actually so fun.
It's a forcing function.
Yeah.
100%.
Like we wouldn't all like travel to the same races necessarily, or like get together like week after week, and have pizza.
Yeah. I was picking up the pizza and I was like, man, these are like I was thinking to myself, it was like very nice. I was like pretty hungry. And I was like, these are the nights, like getting bomb pizza, going out, chatting with the boys, like just hanging out,
Do we shout out Audrey Janes enough?
I was
Not-
just
not
about
enough.
to,
Man,
yeah.
Shout out Audrey Janes.
We need a frequent flyer punch card.
They
Because we'd be
probably
getting
have
some
that.
free
Yeah.
pizzas, but we love Audrey Janes.
But the
Dude,
thing,
here's-
I don't, go for it.
You go.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, I don't think I'm the most frequented. Like, I'll go in there, I'll be like, man, like, they should remember me. Like, every Wednesday or Tuesday, I'm there, And no. I think there's other people that probably get pizza every day.
There are,
Oof.
dude. You know
Wow.
that
That's a budget though.
that
Yeah.
gravel cyclist Alexi,
Vermeulen?
yeah,
Yeah.
with the dog.
Yeah.
He did a video recently and like ripped an Audrey James pizza box in half and then like wrote something on a Sharpie with it. And I was like, oh, he's a fan. There's a lot of like very pro people who probably go there all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, good.
Dude, they show love though. I bet they know who you are. And the other week, dude, this is like a reason to go to the same local establishments and build a relationship with the people. We got a pizza for our family, and dude, they gave us a freebie, extra pizza that was misshapen.
What?
So it ended up
Incredible.
getting 2 larges randomly, which was crazy, but we ate it all, dude.
What
Whoa.
shape was it?
It looked like a heart, dude. I was like, this must have been for David, but seriously, it did. It looked like a heart, but otherwise it was a flavor I wouldn't have tried. It was like sausage and like kind of that special pepperoni they have. It was sweet.
It's good.
Yeah,
Nice.
Arthur liked
Cool.
it.
Oh,
Awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Other things like we didn't go to many fights on the pod this year. Only a few.
Didn't get canceled.
We didn't
Got
go
memed.
canceled.
Got memed.
Respectfully.
I feel like me and Moy were almost on the verge of a fight over Ben Demon.
Maybe, but you and Drew are also on the verge of a fight about like if like Strava influence people's training.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh.
see, he's still
Yeah.
talking.
I'm still fired up about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Drew's like, yeah, that's right. That's
Drew's
a
like,
good
don't
point.
bring it up.
That's a good point.
I don't hold many grudges, but that is
That is what Drew's like. I remember that. I was sitting right there. No, it's so funny. I do feel like yeah, I do like to. Well, I don't feel like I was pushing Drew's buttons, but I do like to push your buttons.
Hey, anytime,
Yeah.
just push the bottoms. Yeah.
But-
well, we'll see. I
Yeah.
wonder what Bendima's season is going to be like. Probably going back to UTMB.
He'll probably take second or third at every single race he does.
It's
Or
true.
win. It kind of seems to be
That's standard.
all he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we're in the race.
Yeah. Dude, should we hit this voice memo?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've been sitting on it for 2 weeks and it'll
Send it, dude.
delete
Yeah,
itself.
send it.
All right. All right, sweet. We have a voice memo from Kara De Ferranti.
Ooh.
All right. Here we go.
Hi, so my name's Cara. I'm from Scotland, but I live in Girona, Spain. And I used to run a lot of cross country when I was younger, but I gave it up for a long time. Anyway, Girona being the city that it is, I took it back up. And there's two things I want to ask you. One is that last year I ran a lot and my legs felt tired a lot of the time, but I thought that was just kind of part of the game, you know. And then I went to play hockey randomly, and I tore my calf muscle really badly. And I'm sure was from all the running. And I just wanted to know, when do you feel like you know that you're at some kind of limit, muscle wise? Have you had injuries? How do you deal with them? I'm over it now and I've started training again, but I'm really worried that I'm going to be blind to it like I was last time. I thought the soreness was normal and I don't know where the kind of line is to back off. You guys have so much more experience. I'd just like to know, like, when you feel like you have to back off in order to avoid an injury. And the second thing is I'm really afraid of heights. And I've done a few trail races here near Girona, and I've come across some things that I haven't really liked, but nothing terrible. And I'm signed up for Gran Canaria in March to do the marathon distance. And one of the things that really worries me is that I'm going to have to run along a cliff edge or something, because I really don't like heights. And I was wondering, do you ever experience fear of heights when you're trail running? Is there a lot of heightsy stuff? Have any of you done Gran Canaria, and what can I expect? Thank you so much. I love the podcast.
A real one, dude.
Wow.
Good.
Yeah. So much good material.
We love you. Thank you so
Shout
much.
out
Yes.
being from Girona. That's very cool. Or
It's
living in Girona.
Yeah.
Yeah,
lives in
she's from
Girona.
Scotland.
It's from Scotland.
Yeah.
Even cooler.
I
Even
love
cooler.
the accent.
Yeah.
I wish my English sounded like that.
It kind of does, dude.
I know.
It's the exact same.
Well, dude, I was making eye contact with Matt. I think he's got you on the second question you asked.
You have the heights?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I don't like heights. Well, I mean, I can do heights. I hate exposure.
I saw you work through it on the VK when we did it in,
Barely, dude. I was shaking.
Chamonix.
Yeah, I was shaking.
You were fine.
But
I
what
was
do you do
impressed.
to get through, basically?
Dude, I don't know. It's one of those weird things too. It's like the older I get, the worse it gets.
I think that's quite normal.
Is it normal? I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, it's I don't know. It for me, it's more of like I've taken a few falls on like trails that had a little bit like exposure and got a little bit too close for my own comfort.
Mhm.
And since then, I've had this fear of heights that hasn't gone away. And then I've experienced athlete, and I'm not saying all this to scare you. Sorry, but I saw an athlete fall off a cliff in the middle of a race and seriously injure himself. And so, like being a part of that traumatic experience was not too enjoyable.
But, but this is where the good part comes.
To get through it, man, I don't know. I'm just like really careful and try not to like look down. I just like focus on the trail I'm on, and like if you, I like just will look directly at the dirt and the trail rather than like the exposure on either side or straight down, and just try to imagine that like this is what I'm on. I'm not on, I'm not falling over. I'm just on this path, on this trail. Easier said than done for sure. But anytime you're with people too, like, okay, for a good, this is a great example. We were at Drew's wedding in Oregon, and we had to like cross this fallen tree over a river. And I was like, I stopped in the middle of the tree, but I was with this big group of people. And so it was a little more comforting to have like a community around you to like, ensure like that you were going to be okay. And they like, it seemed silly, but it was also like, it was nice and comforting to like have somebody with you that's experienced that it's probably like run across this tree, a dozen times or something. And so like, if you can be around people that, have been on that trail or experienced heights and feel comfortable, that makes it a lot better.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean, maybe coming at it from the other side, like I used to rock climb a bunch, like trad, free soloed multi pitches. I don't have a fear of heights, but I feel like I am more risk averse now. So like I definitely wouldn't do that same stuff now. But I feel like some maybe practical advice from my perspective is like, if you can, like go to the sections of trail you're maybe concerned about and like check it out, like walking, like if it might not seem as scary, like at a slower pace. And then you can be like, okay, sweet. Like this is the line for me. Like, or if I just like stay on the inside, like it's not going to feel sketch. Also like just slowing down, like in the race.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to be like redlining and like kind of like just like if people are like like slowing down behind you and there's a big line, you could either like let people go so you don't feel rushed. Like if you can just like take that kind of terrain slowly, usually it's like nowhere near as scary as if you feel like you're trying to rush.
No.
That's so true.
Yeah.
The other thing that I will do is like I will go out and try to pay attention to like my feet on a trail that I'm very comfortable in and running that section like relatively quick to realize that like, oh my gosh, I can trust my foot placement like on what is like a very small like piece of a rock or a very small piece of dirt. And I can do that very quickly.
Yeah.
And there's confidence that comes from being like, oh, like I just like went from like that small rock to that small rock to like a little tiny patch of dirt. And I did it very, very fast to then when I am in a place with more exposure, if I just slow myself down and I can think back to, okay, like I did that moving very quickly. And this is like, it's narrower or I feel the exposure, but it's actually like, it is a wider set of steps or, in the execution is actually like much more forgiving to just like take that a little bit slower. And like, for me, that's like really helpful to like, just like feel more confident when there's exposure on the side, because oftentimes it's not that you actually have less dirt or less like area to make a step. It's that like you feel the air around you that feels nerve wracking. But when you actually just focus on the trail, you're like, oh, this is actually no more or less technical than what I run much faster on a day to day. And I feel like that's a lot of what like rock climbers do.
Yeah.
Is that like you get really good at making these very, very hard moves. And then you teach yourself to just like be comfortable making less like aggressive moves in like higher levels of exposure.
Yeah.
So, and I will say, I had like a very serious fear of heights, like coming out of high school and college. And then I like spent a lot of time rock climbing and that helped make me feel like much more comfortable. And even just like going to the gym and just like doing gym climbing, like feeling comfortable being up a little higher. And just being like more at peace with your body in those places can help from a trail running standpoint. So I don't know if you have any interest in climbing or if you ever do climb, but like that can be a helpful way to kind of like work through that as well.
Yeah. I don't have much else to say on the fear of heights section, but at Canaria, if you get there early enough, I haven't done all the marathon course, but I ran a lot of it. And I would like, if you have time, just drive up to, I forgot the name of the town. It's been so long,
This is
but
super helpful.
drive up to the
Pick a
course
town and drive over there.
and run the section that goes like from the top of the mountain down. Because a marathon
From Mount Canaria, dude.
there's only one mountain.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there's only one way to the top of this thing, I think. Anyway, and on that course, there's like some switchback section that, if you have like, it's not dangerous, it's not sketchy. I never like the trail's super wide. It's almost like cobbled, like it's almost like a cobbled path that switchbacks. But if you do have a fear of heights, like maybe you do want to go look at that because there's no trees up there, so it just feels like you can just see forever, and you can see forever down. So yeah, go up there to the top and run down because that's the way the course will be.
My only advice with heights and stuff, when I have been on technical things, I realize so I used to do like very, very technical races in the past, or like adventures, or like try to do mountains that were a little bit sketchy. And I find a lot of joy doing that. Now, maybe not so much, but I remember um like if you find yourself in a situation where maybe you feel uncomfortable, just trust. You just really trust yourself and don't second guess yourself. So let's say you feel uncomfortable because it's exposed or whatever. Trust yourself, trust your feet, and don't second guess yourself. Move slow, as the guys were saying, but just really trust yourself. And I think that is funny how like trusting yourself just give you balance right away. I don't know if you guys feel like it's like climbing. Like when you're climbing and you just trust yourself, or like you're running something technical and you're like are confident on your own body, you're like more conscious of it and more conscious of the space, and you just move better.
Totally.
Totally.
Yeah.
What about the first part of her?
Yeah.
Oh, I do have something about, or I had a strong feeling about this.
Me too. All right.
If you're like, for me, I purposely don't do anything that I'm going to be very sore, because if I get sore, I risk injury. Kind of like you're saying. So if you're muscle, like it's normal, if you come off a break and you go for a run, like you're probably going to be sore. But in general, I think a sustainable, healthy training load is one that like your legs may feel a little fatigued the next day. Maybe 2 days later, like something sore if you ran a little quicker, did more vert, like maybe like something specific is sore. But if your legs are like super sore for any period of time, multiple days, like maybe it was just like that, whatever stimulus, whatever run you did that made them that sore was probably a little too much. So I don't think it should be normal. I don't think it should be normalized to be any bit sore.
Was she saying like something acute though? Like if you have something that's like bothering you, how do you know like when to back off?
I think if it's something acute, technically you should like probably just, that's like a hard stop
Back off
right there.
But
Yeah.
like,
But
I don't
none
know,
of us
dude,
do
like,
that,
we-
though, I
Like,
feel.
okay, for
or I
example,
don't.
my
Yeah.
right hamstring for the last 2 weeks has
Mm.
been like, ooh, like from those treadmill sessions, dude. Like sometimes
Yeah.
there's like certain types
Oh,
of
yeah.
running that like,
I think if it impairs your form and you start like running a little funky, or like you notice you're putting more weight on the opposite leg, something like that,
yes,
it's like maybe you should just be cross training or something.
To build on what Seth was saying, I think complements what you're saying. And of course, I'm just going to wrap it up in a perfect, beautiful way, like a flower.
Yep.
No, I think that training shouldn't feel like, I think training should feel sustainable and not so hard. And the beauty of trail running is that we can do many things to build fitness, and it will actually transfer or translate very well into trail running, unless you're doing something like extremely specific, maybe like Black Canyon, that is like you gotta really run. But like if you're doing uphill and then it's like it feels painful, switch maybe to like something like flatter until it feels better, and you can go back to uphill, or like grab the bike, or like um it has to feel sustainable. And that's one of the things that I have been learning lately, and like listening people like Seth and other athletes, like it should feel sustainable in a way that I guess you're not like dragging your feet or like on pain consistently. I don't know what you guys think.
yeah,
And that's what I do. Like for an example, it's like I can do one flat edge running session a week, like kind of like a fast one. I know if I do more than one, I like start to get like on the edge of getting injured. But I also know that those sessions for me work well if I do them on a treadmill.
Right.
Because like so like I realize that if I do flat sessions on a treadmill, I have less likelihood to get injured, and I still work on speed and the stimulus that I want to work. And if I overdo it on like a 10 to 12% gradient like Sanitas Valley, I also can, like get injured.
Mm.
But like if I do very steep things, like actually, like it's very hard for me to get injured doing steep stuff. So I play with those things in order to like continue to build fitness without accumulating so much fatigue and also reducing risk of injury.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. Wait. So your hamstring?
well, I don't know. Like, I guess maybe I'm like over attaching to it, like part of what she was saying, I think, but like knowing when to back off. It's like the reality is all of us are like banged up like every quarter at
All
some
the
point.
time.
Like I hear us talk about it. So it's like it's part of like training and running. So if you're feeling like, oh, like, I don't know, I have a niggle, like, am I doing something wrong? It's like, maybe not. Like sometimes that's just like part of running. And you have to know, like, for me, like with the hamstring, it's like, I just need to be really careful with like speed. Like I remember like one time 6 years ago, I like pulled my hamstring and it was running flat intervals all out, and it's just like, I could kind of feel it. And I was like, oh, it's probably okay. And I like didn't back off and pulled it.
Yeah.
And so that's just like the lesson for me of like, I feel like maybe we all can like develop the body awareness where, like you can kind of like nurse something. Like I can still run like 85 or 90% of what maybe I could run for an interval, but I'm not going to try to like take it to 100.
Yeah.
Like on that treadmill session that I was just talking about, which was hilarious. We were talking last night about like, what's the longest treadmill session ever? Drew's like, dude, the longest one I've ever done is like 15 miles. I did like 18 last week, so it's like, I just like back off the interval, it's like, I'm not going to do 5:15 just to like say I did it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. Is there something, like if you were to describe the way your hamstring feels now, which you're like, you can run through it, you're good. Is there something like you could describe how it feels now versus like, what would it feel like if you were like, oh, I need to back off?
Okay. This is like, maybe, I think you guys are all going to relate. Like, dude, literally last week. So it was a deload week. So I only ran like an hour a day, for the weekdays. Friday, running back home at like 8-minute pace, my hamstring started like cramping. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like it hurts, And I'm supposed to do a 3-hour hard workout tomorrow and then 4 hours on Sunday. So I was like, and it was like actually kind of tender. And it's definitely just like a taper niggle type response, from your body, like deloading. And so some of that is like, I just felt it out on the Saturday, right? So like wasn't like judging my paces early on, but I don't know, like some of that is just contextual. Like luckily I have Julianne to talk to, or like my coach, and just be like, oh, right, like this is like a taper thing. Like you should expect that kind of response versus like, maybe you just did a really big workout and then like kind of ran too far the next day and you're experiencing something. Like if you can bounce that idea off a friend or something, they'll probably be like, dude, you should probably like rest, or like don't do the long run.
I think that's a great point. I think that there's so many like context clues that we end up learning about ourselves.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, if I feel something tightening up late in a run, do I feel that 5 hours later when I get into bed? And if I feel that 5 hours later when I get into bed, I'm actually like more worried about it. But if 5 hours later, I'm actually like, oh, it's flushed out. Maybe I'll start my run the next day and just like kind of feel it out and see if like once I'm warmed up, does it get worse or does it get better? Because like there are muscle based injuries where it's like, it's actually just like it hurts when it's cold.
Yeah.
But if I'm like, if I just do things slowly to start, it'll start to feel better. And then there's things where I'm like, oh, actually that got like much sharper. And 2 miles into a run, I'm like, I gotta shut this down.
Totally.
And then I think that your point, I mean, you all have kind of said this, but like, I think that a lot of folks tend to, when they're getting into running, they run workouts just like so hard because there's this like perception of like what it means to work out, where you're like, you finish a rep and you're like, your hands are on your knees, and like in the movies, people are throwing up. And it's like, you should never feel scared to do a workout. Maybe you feel like a little intimidated of like, oh, this is gonna be a hard day, but you should never be like dreading the work. And like, that's probably a pretty good sign that you're like
100%
a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
And you should never like end a run and be like, oh my God, I am gassed before my cooldown.
Yeah.
Like totally gassed.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
You should always feel that you have one more in the bank.
Yeah. No, and then they accumulate in the bank and then you race. And that's
Okay, can I
always
also
one more.
know one other thing?
Yes.
Sasha's dad, big pickleball guy.
Okay.
Okay. Sports, when all I do is run, like sports where I have to fucking change directions, I am so sore. And so I would just also say, like, be very careful of sports.
Like you guys with basketball.
Like, be very, very careful about
Almost
sports
ruined my
because, like-
season on a
like, we go
dunking
from,
on Moy, man.
being so fit, but being so fit in like a linear direction. And like all we do is like you move forward. Maybe like in trail running, at least you get a little bit of side to side. You're not like full out like sprinting to that point
Mm-hmm.
and then changing directions to try to get to the ball on the other side of the court. And I have finished like playing pickleball and like playing pickup basketball, being like, oh no, what
Yep.
have I done? Like shit does not feel good. So, you know,
100%.
be a little
Yes.
careful of sports.
Yeah, the more and also like you're saying, the more you run, I think the worse your body gets at other sports. Generally,
There's probably some like coaching thing about like fast twitch, like running that you maybe should avoid if you have a calf strain.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on how much power you're able to put out and like muscle tension you have, and everybody's physiology is gonna be different with that. I would. It kind of sounds like, with her, like she just kind of has like constant muscle soreness, so she's probably running just a little bit too hard, too often, or not taking enough breaks, or not bringing in enough protein. There's muscle
Yeah.
breakdown that's happening, and not being able to like rebuild and regenerate over the course of time. And so it sounds kind of like maybe you periodize your easy days and hard days a little bit more drastically.
Totally.
Something like that.
There should be many days each week where your legs don't hurt.
Yes,
Don't
100%.
yeah,
Yeah, you can do a lot of volume without being sore all the time.
And it's okay to have a workout. Let's say you have a workout in the morning, and then like for the next few hours you're walking on X. You know,
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Stiff.
you're like, yeah, you're sitting down and just get up to like grab water, and you're like, oh, you can feel it. That is okay.
Yeah.
But that's gone by the evening. You know, normally.
hopefully, yeah.
Like you like take your proteins and I don't know, like eat well and hydrate yourself, and normally you should like the next day you can feel tired legs but not necessarily like painful legs. I think fatigue and having tired muscles is one thing which you feel when you're going upstairs and you're like, ooh, wow, yeah, like my legs are tired, but like they shouldn't be in pain.
Yeah.
If there's anything sharp.
And even the tiredness, like you can have it for 3 or 4 or 5 days, and then there should be a point where like you're recovered, whether that's full rest or
Mhm.
whatever it is, and then you have like 2 or 3 days where you feel that pop and strong legs, and then you're gonna go through the phase of being tired again. Like that's just how you gain fitness and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's got to be, you got to go through the full cycle of it. You can't just every day go out and run, a certain pace, and if you're sore after running that pace, but you're doing it every single day, you're probably likely going to stay sore.
Yeah. I don't know, Matt, if you have advice for your athletes, but like one thing that is nice in this day and age with like LLMs being accessible through like ChatGPT or whatever is like if you describe your symptoms like in plain English, it can help you in the moment be like, okay, like let's say your calf is acutely painful, like whether you should dynamically stretch that, statically stretch it, not like ice, heat, like because for me, like with my hamstring, it's like doing leg swings is not the move. Don't Theragun it. Like just leave it alone.
Right.
Yeah. And so use those tools.
Totally.
I feel like leave it alone is a pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
pretty good for the hamstring in general.
Yes.
I feel like, I don't know. Anytime I get body work, I'm always just like, don't touch the hamstrings.
You have hamstrings of steel, dude. Yeah.
Your hamstrings are like your jeans. Yeah, you never watch the jeans.
Tight, tight, tight,
You
tight.
you never touch the hamstrings.
No.
All right.
Great questions.
So
Yeah.
good.
And thanks
Great
for calling
question.
in, being a fan from
Yeah.
around the world.
Yes.
From Girona.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Do we have anything else?
This is one of those moments people are like, did it end?
They're like, okay, you know when that happens in music when like there's like this song and then it just cuts,
Hmm.
and like there's like still like a minute and a half left on the song, but you don't know it and you're like listening and you're like, oh, that was like kind of a weird ending. and then just like comes back on. That's what we're giving to. Yeah.
Agree.
Or maybe we're done. I can't see what time it is, but
We're gonna add a Boulder girl to the roster this summer.
oh my goodness.
Mic drop moment right here, dude.
Where's like
The orange one.
something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, so exciting. If anyone's watching, you maybe have seen my sweatshirt.
An astute watcher is like,
Yeah.
what does
You
that
got to get
say?
to the end of the podcast before you get the.
This is like the
The
extra
inside,
song.
you know?
Yeah.
Dude, you
Nailed
gotta
it.
put in the title like listen all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No,
All
yeah.
right.
Mary and I are expecting a baby girl this summer.
Holy
So,
frick.
Huge.
yeah.
Is this
The
the
first Boulder girl.
The first Boulder
Huge.
girl.
So
Finally.
excited for you, man.
Yeah.
So-
Like really, really excited to watch you be a dad.
Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, I
We're
know we
so
kind of
excited.
got to talk about it, over the course of the last few weeks and stuff, and I got some great role models here, the crew, and yeah, I'm excited. I don't know what I'm gonna do being a dad to a little girl, but it'll be
You're gonna crush it.
Oh, it's
dude.
gonna be great.
dude.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
amazing.
Be
You
a
guys
whole-
are gonna
whole
be amazing.
experience, Yeah.
Yes.
The cool thing is we'll all get to learn from each other, dude. Like
Yeah.
we'll all have different challenges and different successes and like learn,
My best advice is Adam is ahead. So we just like get the intel. Just get the intel
Oh
from
my
Adam.
God, dude. It's
Me and
it's
Drew
such a
can
cool
give
journey.
advice that we've read on the internet.
Peloton,
He's
just like,
like-
setting the
yeah,
windbreaks.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
This is
He's-
exhausting,
He's
guys.
basically
Meanwhile, the rest of us are like, oh,
Yeah.
this is like
feels kind of easy in the Peloton.
we're trot climbing El Capitan, and he's like just leading it.
Yeah.
Like he's setting up
Yeah.
the route and
That's true.
putting the friends and all of that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
me
I
and
am
me and Drew are watching
taking
from the bottom.
tips.
you guys are like the line at the bottom. You're like,
We got some
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Dude.
Yeah.
so excited.
Seriously,
dude.
Yeah, no,
So
it'll,
cool.
be, it'll be a
Girl.
fun ride. Yeah, little girl, and so yeah, I mean, for anybody listening that's a little bit older, I'm not saying like I'm old by any means, but this will be a geriatric pregnancy, as they call it, and you're like worried, like I don't know. Once like Mary and I decided we wanted to start trying to have a family, it's totally worth it. Like at our age, totally worth it. Still, I think it's. I mean, the baby hasn't even come out yet. It's already been like the most incredible experience. So, yeah, if it's something you're thinking about and you're a little older, like, don't let the age be the deterring factor. I think is something that I think for a while, like I was nervous about that, and once I got past that, it's been pretty cool. So,
Dude, so cool. We were chatting before everyone got here, and you don't have to share what it was, but just like already you having like the perspective shifts of like being a dad.
yeah,
It's such a crazy thing how much it changes like your outlook on everything.
yeah, it's so true, dude. I remember this spring we were coming back from a race. We're like heading down I-70 and some like
Oh,
crazy,
it must have been Moab or something.
yeah, Moab or something, and some dude was driving crazy in the snow, and like I'm from Texas. I am a little hot headed when I get upset, and I don't have road rage, but like when people piss me off, it's like I get set off pretty quick, and then I have to calm down. And I remember this guy driving like kind of pissed me off, and Adam was like, "Dude, like, don't. It's not even worth it. Like, I have kids. I got to go home to. Like, no matter like if something were to happen here, it's not worth it." And it like clicked in my head. I was like, "Oh yeah, you're right. It's like not just about us." And then I like moved on. And then like the next time it happened to me, I got pissed off, probably brake checked somebody and was like ready to fight, whatever. Well, this weekend, I kind of, the same thing happened. When I was out in Bellingham, coming home from dinner, this guy was just like tailgating, like wanting to pass. And I was already like going the speed limit and everything, raining out, it's dark. And dude, like for the first time in my life, I just like chuckled a little bit and like didn't even think about getting fired up or anything. It was just like not even worth it anymore. And it was like the first time I realized like, whoa, this is like I'm changing because of this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like full circle from that moment when we were driving down I-70 is kind of
So
kind of
cool.
crazy.
Just wait till they're in the car seat. Dude,
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my goodness.
Then you will get really fired up.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's the opposite.
But, no, it's just crazy. Like that's just the little glimpse I think of what's to come, and I'm excited for it.
yes.
Yeah,
We're so excited for
Just
it.
makes you a better
super
human. You're already a great human, but I
thanks,
think like kids and it just makes you a better human.
It'll be so cool to see like baby girl energy playing with all the Boulder boys.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm so excited about it.
It'll be fun.
Don't they?
Yeah, I think probably she's gonna like dominate the whole gang.
Dude.
Yeah. like tell them what to do.
Well, yeah,
dude.
like, they're gonna be the little soldiers, older but soldiers.
It was funny when I talked to Drew, like told Drew for the first time, he said, "You're gonna have a little girl." Like he just had a feeling, and then he said the exact same thing we just did.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny how it's
Wow.
actually come true. So yeah,
That's so
good
exciting.
Also, that little girl is gonna live like such a fun and adventurous life,
Yeah.
and like she's gonna get to see the world and just like have so many experiences because of the life that you have created for yourself, Matt, and just like the things that you care about, and that's gonna be a really like special environment for somebody to grow up in. So
Not to mention some crazy genetics.
yeah,
Also that.
Yeah.
yeah. Hopefully, I mean,
which is why she'll probably be like incredible at violin.
yeah, exactly. You know, if she chooses not to run, fine by me. You know,
Yeah,
but
dude.
That'd actually
Yeah,
be so sick.
whatever she applies herself to, I'm sure she'll be amazing. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
So sick. What a great way to end.
Yeah, I feel like that was like the best way we could have ended a podcast.
Yeah. I don't know. Send baby girl onesies for Matt.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Send them this way. Yeah. Whatever other baby stuff. I don't know what else.
Well, it's good that you announced because now it's like, you're going to be probably not racing as much for a moment.
Well,
next
that's
year,
the
so,
thing, man. It's
yeah.
like everybody's been asking me about my race schedule this year, and it's really hard to like kind of tell a little lie and keep a secret. I don't like doing that, and
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
that's kind of why part of the reason why I wanted to share it. But also, Mary and I are really excited, and yeah, that's just kind of the journey we've been on the last few months, and we're getting ready to get married here in January, so it's just
Yeah.
we got a fun year ahead.
Dude,
So many
So-
big things.
so exciting.
so many big, NBD announcements right here. But seriously, dude, like if you time it right, I believe with your first kid, you only have one, you can have amazing racing coming off of it,
Yeah.
like, not being the childbirth, but like possible.
Yeah.
I agree, but also in my experience, don't put too much pressure on you.
Oh yeah,
Like you can have amazing racing, but if maybe you didn't sleep or like you're like just take it lightly, loosely. You're gonna still like gain fitness and win stuff, but like like basically there is no downside. I think because you lift all the pressure.
Yeah.
You can still crush it. You probably will crush it, but if things don't align because you have many more variables now, it's fine.
I mean, it'll be a fun year. I'm just gonna do my schedule's races I just want to do. Like they're gonna be enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do anything too crazy. And then we'll see like after the baby comes what the rest of the year will look like. But June is gonna be pretty empty, I think.
So
So,
cool.
yeah.
So exciting.
Proud of you, man.
Yeah.
Excited for you.
Super,
Thanks.
super
Appreciate
excited.
it.
Alrighty.
Should we wrap this thing up?
Let's do it. Yeah. Thank you for listening to episode number 64. I should let you do the outro.
Yes, thank you for listening to episode 69.
All right. He's still there.
Good night.
His mind hasn't changed. All right. Bye.